The Ashland School District hopes to avoid deep cuts through a referendum.
On April 1st, voters there will decide whether to pay higher property taxes to give the district a much-needed $2 million per year over the next 5 years. But that same referendum failed by 89 votes just this past November.
And Northern News Now, Sophia Lauber met with school leaders and teachers to learn why they're committed to giving it another try.
If Ashland School District doesn't find a way to increase funding, they'll have to cut about 15 staff next year and much more after that. They start with support staff and move to classroom positions as needed.
If we lose an orchestra teacher, that is sometimes the class that students come to school for. They value those special programs.
With Wisconsin school funding lagging inflation since 2010 and costs increasing, the district is taking matters into their own hands. And they're not the only ones. In fact, they're behind 90% of Wisconsin schools that have already passed a referendum. Ashland teachers earn about $4,000 less per year than the average teacher in northern Wisconsin.
We know that even talking about budget cuts decreases morale, and staff will start looking for jobs, especially when they know they can go places. They can drive 8 miles and receive a $10,000 raise.
Teachers say they have and will continue to lose staff over wages, especially teachers early on in their careers. For average Ashland households, the referendum means a property tax increase of about $3.80 per month over 5 years. Teacher Mark Reamer says it's not just parents who should care.
There are a wealth of people out there who seem to believe that the education of our youth today aren't going to immediately impact them, and that could not be more wrong.
He says that as they lose teachers, the community loses.
What we're talking about is a decrease in understanding what's going on in society. We lose an informed electorate.
In Ashland, Sophia Lauber, Northern News Now.
Again, the referendum on the ballot April 1st is exactly the same as the one that failed in November. District leaders have revamped their communication strategy and anticipate better turnout this time around.
When you hear